For the past 15 years, one Fancy Farm local has become a familiar face to those in attendance at the annual picnic.
So maybe I'll be on the cover of the Rolling Stone next month.
Mark Wilson has been the chair of the Fancy Farm Political Speaking since 2004. He organized the speaking event, working with politicians and selecting MCs.
Here we are again at Fancy Farm.
This year, he hands the reins off to Stephen Elder, whose family has been in Fancy Farm since the inception of the annual picnic.
Stephen and I, we've known each other for years. His family and my family, we all grew up. We're local people here in the Fancy Farm, St. Jerome community. But Stephen, he has a passion for politics and his parish and the community like I do. So I approached Stephen a few years ago with the idea eventually a succession plan to come on board, and graciously he accepted.
It's I don't know, a little cliche or silly to say, but it's a dream come true. You know, again, from a little boy to be able to see the folks on stage to now being, you know, the guy that's kind of running it all is something special. I mean, the little town of Fancy Farm, being the community oriented that we are, this is a big job. It's a big deal, and so you've got to present yourself to not only the community but to the state and the world that you can handle this.
To many, the picnic is barbecue and bingo.
Under the O, 72.
But that wasn't the draw for a young Stephen Elder. The 41-year-old now admits that he would skirt some picnic responsibilities to hear the political stump speeches.
I've been to the picnic every year of my life, and I started down by the meat stand, and you know, there was always a rumble up here on top of the hill, and as a little boy I always wanted to know what that was all about, so I'd sneak off from the meat stand and everybody chopping down there and come up and listen to all the leaders of the state, and it was interesting. It was always intriguing.
In his first year in charge of organizing the political speaking, Elder is tasked with answering questions thought implausible just over a year ago. The Fancy Farm Picnic didn't shut down during World War II, and a pandemic didn't stop the event last year either. But 2020 was different at Fancy Farm. The crowds, sparse. The political speaking and bingo pavilions, empty.
You didn't have the political speeches last year. What was it like to make that decision in the middle of 2020?
Well, it was disappointing. You know, it really was. I mean, it was this has been going on for 141 years now this year, and to not have it was, you know, disheartening. It really was.
What was the picnic like for you all last year?
It was a ghost town almost. It's not the picnic at St. Jerome that we've been accustomed to. I mean, we were on the picnic grounds and there were some people here, but there was no semblance of the picnic that we've grown accustomed to.
I brought my 10-year-old at the time down to Fancy Farm, took a picture in front of the empty bingo pavilion, him with a mask on, with a pound of barbecue, just to kind of cement that this is what it is.
Mark, how'd the community react to Fancy Farm the picnic having to be scaled back?
I like to have my glass half full all the time, but my glass was starting to get half empty coming towards the time we had to render a decision on that. So the main thing I was concerned about was, will we keep the relevance of the picnic at Fancy Farm?
In 2021, Mark and Stephen say the relevancy will be back. Politicians will be back on stage, families will gather around games, and the Fancy Farm community will do what it always does, prepare barbecue and bring people together.
What will this year look like for people?
Well, as far as the political, we call it the off year since there's no elections, but I've been at the helm through 2 or 3 off years, and there's never an off year up there. For an off year, this is going to be a big year. Everybody's ready to get out, mingle, press the flesh, you know, hug the women, kiss the babies, all that, slap backs. Everybody's ready to get back to some normalcy.
And we're excited and ready to get back to the reason people come to Western Kentucky.
For KET, I'm Casey Parker Bell.